coffee. All right, guys. Stop. Seriously? I put a ruler over my cups to keep her out of it. I hope you guys can see I have a weird lighting situation. I have the natural light coming in here, but there was shadow over here. So I turned on my ring light. So hopefully that'll work. Okay, as long as you can see the stitching, hopefully that'll work. And I'm sorry if you see my mess back here. This is the mess that I try to keep hidden, but when I film over here by the desk, you're gonna see it. Alright, so I hope everybody's doing good. It's been a while. My hair is wet because my hair dryer broke. I have to get a new hair dryer. And I feel like I have a lot to show you. Maybe I don't, but it's been a couple weeks, so things have kind of built up. I hope everybody's doing good, doing well, I guess is the right way to say it. Who really cares? Stormy's back in my coffee. Alright, I'm gonna have to like cover it twice, keep her out of my coffee. It's iced coffee, so alright, that's got me like all messed up. I have my list, everything to go, but Stormy's being Stormy. Now she's over here bathing herself on top of my stitching. Reset. Alright, so life update. The biggest news at the row house is Parker's going back to public school. He asked to go back, so we are working on that. His first day should be the first day after Thanksgiving. So yeah. I'm really nervous. There's a lot to figure out, but we're just taking it one step at a time. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. And we had a great Zoom chat on I can't remember the exact date, but it was it last Sunday? We had a great Zoom chat, so thanks to everybody who could drop by. If you couldn't drop by, I totally understand. Hopefully you can make the next one. It is scheduled for December 5th from 6 to 10. I ended this one a little bit earlier because Parker is going back to public school, and I need to kind of cut back on those hours, so we'll see. If things are okay and I don't know, we could go longer, but I have to wait and see how this new school schedule goes. Really, I probably should have ended it at 9, but I was being a little selfish because I didn't want to end at 9. I was like, I'll let him stay up a little bit later that night, and hopefully he won't be too tired Monday morning. Oh, it makes me feel awful. Anyway, he'll be fine. He'll be happy he can stay up. Yeah, and then I'm thinking of scheduling the next one for December 26th, that Sunday. Sunday seems to be a good time because Friday seems to be, especially during the holidays, there's more Christmas get-togethers and things like that. And plus people have worked all day, been at school all day, and they're more tired. I feel like Sunday is better. And Saturday I do Grace Notes Stitcher Zoom. So if you want another Zoom, hop on to the Grace Notes Fabrics Facebook page. I will be showing you my fabric from them later. It's awesome, and you can find out the info about their Zooms. So that's what I do on Saturday nights, and that is just awesome. I love it. And yeah, this Zoom thing is just really like feeling something inside of me that was missing, you know, hanging out with other stitchers and just chit-chatting. So yeah, I'm thinking the 26th. You know, we're all just going to be kind of like tired from Christmas, but I think it'll be good to just take our mind off all the Christmas craziness and just kind of relax and stitch, and hopefully by then you'll have some time to yourself and you can join us. Yeah. And I also want to try to do a YouTube live. Now that might be something I would do on a Friday night. So, because I really don't know when else I would do it unless it was a different Sunday night. So we'll see. But for those of you who have no interest in Zoom meetups, but you would like to have a live where you could still chat back and forth with me and we could talk that way, if that's something that you're interested in, just put in the comments, yeah, I think a live would be cool. So, or you know, whatever you want to put. And I'll try to get something like that organized. My husband and I, if you don't watch my Stitch With Me videos, I've already talked about this, but my husband and I have been passed the torch of doing a craft fair this year. We used to do the craft fairs. We didn't do it for 2020. So we are back to doing our local craft fair. So we'll be working on that. And I think that's it. Yes, so I'm going to get into comments. I had a few comments I wanted to highlight. And the first one is from Gina, and Gina commented that she was praying that school goes really well for Parker. Thank you, Gina. And several of you sent well wishes, prayers. I appreciate that so much, because if you're new here, my son is on the autism spectrum, and he also has ADHD, and he is he has special education needs, but he will be in a regular classroom and going back and forth. And he's been homeschooled since 2nd grade. He's in 5th grade, so 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and half of 5th, he's been homeschooled. So this is a huge change for us. But he wants to go back to school. He wants to hang out with other kids, and I support him in that decision. So we're going to give it our best shot. And she also said that she loves the John James Petite needles, because I mentioned that the Pat Carson needles are not going to be manufactured right now. They may not ever be manufactured again. They don't have anyone to manufacture their needles. So if you use Pat Carson exclusively, eek, I think Candace said she loves Pat Carson. So I use all different types of needles, but I don't use Bowen. The Bowen, I couldn't get a good grip and they would slip out of my fingers. But I use Pat Carson, and those are the easiest for me to thread. So I have been using more DMC and the Hobby Lobby brand, which is Sewology, and those are harder to thread. So I've been using my needle threader more. And yeah, so I had mentioned that I would like to try the John James Petite, because I feel like a shorter needle would be good for stitching in hand. So we'll see. I need to try to pick those up. And then also Janet Jabber, she said she was sending love for the change for me and Parker for this homeschool to public school transition. Thank you, Janet. And again, several of you said that. I really appreciate it. And Ellen commented on my Stitch With Me project, which has changed from Santa's Village to Main Street by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I had mentioned that I like that the colors are different from all the fall and Christmas stitching I'm doing right now. It's mostly pink, blues, and purples on this pattern, and she said that yes, the colors are a nice change of pace. And she also sent prayers for Parker. And Becky commented about my fabric for Santa's Village and wanted to know where I bought it. And I bought that at Fat Quarter Shop. It was a huge piece. Let me try to pull out the rest of the piece so I can show you how big it was. I have my fabric bin behind me. Okay, so since that's the next thing I'm showing, I'll just show this all at once. But I have to move Stormy because she's laying on it. So if you see cat hairs, I'm sorry. Alright, so my finished object is the full Country Cottage Needleworks Santa's Village. This is what it will look like when it's finished. This is laminated, so it has a glare. But since I was working on this is a big project, I wanted to laminate it to make it last longer. Y'all, I wish you could see, she looks so cute. I have to wake her up. Her little eyes is closed and she's sleeping so good, but she's right on top of my stitch piece. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, so this is it. I finished. This is the first full row. And this was my 25/7. Let me try to hold still. Maybe I can get that for a screenshot. Alright, so the last one I did was Santa's House. That's Poinsettia Place or Poinsettia Place, however you say it. North Pole Post Office. And Mrs. Claus Cookie Shop, I believe that one's called. So, yes, this is done. And this is going up because, or it's getting put away because I am working on so many other Christmas projects right now. I'm tired of stitching on this. Very tired of stitching on it. I mean, I still love it, but you know, I'm burnt out. And I want to stitch on something that's not Christmas for my 25/7 until Christmas is over and I get that bug again. So, that's going away for now. And, oh, and here is, that fabric is 14 count beige from Fat Quarter Shop. And this is the rest of the piece. So this is how big it was. That huge piece. And then this is what I cut out of it. So as you can see, I think it's a full yard. It's big. I can stitch a lot of stuff on this. And it's not my favorite fabric in the world. I will say that. But when I was looking for a piece, I needed something big enough. And at the time, this is what Fat Quarter Shop had that would fit that piece. So, it's good. It's a good neutral color. It's just, I guess what I don't know. It's like when the holes, like they get stretched out easily. Does that make sense? Stitching in hand. There's some of my Aidas seem to hold up better than others, but there's nothing wrong with this. And in fact, I think if I coffee tea dyed this and made it a little bit darker, it will be perfect for a lot of projects. So maybe I'll do that. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, I meant to talk about in the beginning, but I am joining in on a SAL, and Candace K, Tracy of Gee Stitchery, Courtney from Stitches Please, me, now Pam from Just Keep Stitching, Bobbi from Pumpkin Creek Primitives, and I honestly, there could be more, are going to be joining our SAL. The hashtag is Dancer SAL, and this is what it looks like. This is the new Barbara Anna Designs. This is my printout. I have the digital subscription. Barbara Anna Designs pattern from the Winter Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine that was just released. And I mean, it's so gorgeous. I don't have this fabric. This is a, actually the fabric listed in the magazine is not the correct name. They call it Murano Splash Granite Linen. It is granite, but I don't think it's called Murano Splash. It's called something else Splash, I think. I could be wrong. But I have this piece from another project that's very similar. And it has the sparkle stars on it. It's a linen, 32 count linen. It's this size. It's just big enough for it. And then I have some of the DMCs kitted up already. So I need to take Janet's tip of taking the hair straightener to some of these because they're wrinkly. But this is the turtleneck. I mean, look at that. I hope you can see that in this light. It's so pretty. So pretty. Barbara Anna, I mean, she whips them out like crazy and they're all beautiful. So she has a freebie right now. If you go on Instagram and look at Barbara Anna Designs, you can see her freebie. And I forgot to actually put that on my list to show because I have a different freebie. And she has a new winter stitch along. Candace started that. I do want to do that one, but I'm not going to start it right now because I just have other stuff I'm stitching on. But I may start it soon. Okay, so my... Now Stormy's biting my notebook. Quit. Alright. I don't know if y'all could see that or not. Fight me for this paper bag. Okay, for my project bag. This is a freebie that I saw on Tracy Gee Stitchery's Flosstube. I'm pretty sure she had finished this. And if I had seen this on the website, I probably would have looked over it. But when she showed hers, I was like, oh, that is so pretty. It is a freebie from Tiny Modernist. It's on the tinymodernist.com website. And it says give thanks, and it's a turkey. So there it is. So what I did is I started this twice. I'm stitching one for me and one for my mom. Okay. My mom's is on 14 count Aida. This is a fabric flare. It's not showing up very well on here, but it's a mottled, what is this fabric flare called? Waxing Moon. And then mine, if I can get it without Stormy wrestling me, is, would you quit? No. She's going to tear this 40 count. I'm not going to be happy. Mine is on 40 count platinum linen. So mine's going to be the little version. My mom has the bigger version. I would love to get this done in time for Thanksgiving to display them. Because I'm afraid if I don't, it'll just like sit there all year long. But I love it, and I love the idea of stitching two different ones. So, because it's not a huge pattern. I will say I've had a little trouble reading the pattern. She's behind the bag again. That's not your bag. That's my bag. I wonder if I can distract her with her toy. Of course, the toy is loud, so now she's biting another part. No! Listen. Listen. Listen, honey. You've got to stop. Mommy's filming a floss tube. You cannot eat the bags. No. I'm going to put her down and see how long it lasts. Okay. Alright, so I have another new start. Man, I love this pattern. I love it so much. This is also from the Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher Winter Edition. This is Santa's Young Buck by Tracy Kogut. I have two other Tracy Kogut patterns, but this is the only one I've actually started, and I love it. I love it so much. So, I chose to stitch this on 25 count Lori Holt Pram Lugana that I had in my stash. This is a remnant from my Winter Rose Banner, and I love it. Now, I've already had to change a bunch of colors because of my fabric choice. I changed this was, I think I still have it in here. It was a DMC tan color, 436 I believe. Let's see if I have it. Okay, I don't have it. The called for color, okay, here's the thing. If you look at this model, it is not the colors listed. Well, hang on a second. Oh, yes, it is. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Because I was thinking of the DMC conversion. Okay, the model is stitched with 2 weeks and the rest DMC. Well, I didn't have the week, so I chose DMC. Don't listen to me. I didn't mean to say that. But the DMC conversion for this was 436, and it's a solid tan. I switched it to Classic Colorworks Honeycomb. Well, then I ran out of Honeycomb, so then I used Queen Bee, because basically Honeycomb and Queen Bee are like the same color. They're very, very, very similar. And then his face, I had to change to 758 because the color of his face was the same color as his Prim Lugana. The outline of his hat and his red suit was this 640, it's either 646 or 647, and it was also blending in with this Prim Lugana. So I switched that to Classic Colorworks Eggshell, which is this color. Just, I mean, it's just what I had in my stash. So I'm just, the color of the deer, I'm probably going to have to switch to, because it's a beautiful color. It's I think it's 37.90 DMC, but it may not pop from this fabric. But I love this. I outlined his beard, so all I have to do is fill it in. I'm going to do the same thing with his suit. I'm going to outline it. And then I think this will be good to do on like the Zoom calls, because once I get it outlined, that will be just mindless stitching that I don't have to count. So I love it so much. And Courtney of Stitches Please, she also started this, and she started on this side. So if you watch her, you'll see her progression from this way. I'm not stitching this green border around because I have found that finishing is harder for me when you have such a bold border like that, and I feel like this pattern is fine without the border, so I don't have to worry so much about it being exactly straight. So I'm just not going to stitch the border. It's fine without it. Okay. But I was looking at this, and his suit looks like it's stitched with a variegated floss, but I guess it's not. It could just be the lighting. I need to get a drink of coffee. Let's pretend like you don't know before we took a little sip of it, because I'm not throwing out this whole cup of coffee. Okay. Next is my 25/7 Main Street. It's in this massive bag. I need to switch bags. This thing is way too big. That needs to be for quilting. This is one of those box bottom fat quarter shop bags. And let me tell you about this bag. I have the set of 3. I have the pink, the gray, and that one. If you spill something, your stitching's not going to be protected, because these are holes, and I do not like that because I am a clumsy person. So I have to be really careful when I use these that I don't put them anywhere near any kind of drinks, because a regular project bag, even though this is fabric, whenever I have had an accident, the fabric has absorbed like a little spot of tea or something before it got to the stitching. On this, it's going to go straight through to your stitching. Alright, so this is on 28 count Star Sapphire Jobelin. This is the called for color. And when I picked this back up, I had only worked to about right here. So for my 25/7, I have put in that much. And let me show you what this is, the art gallery. I always have trouble finding these because they all look the same. Bakery, there it is. This is what the art gallery looks like. So it's super cute. And I'll try in editing to pop up the picture of the full pattern. I believe there's 10. So she's back, trying to get my coffee. There you go. Blocked. No. If y'all don't like cats, I'm sorry. I'm not the channel for you. My next one is, I had to stop and think for a second, because sometimes I show these on my Stitch With Me's and I have to think, was that Stitch With Me that I showed it, or was it my Flosstube? But it was Stitch With Me. I love this so much. You cannot have this bag. What am I going to give her to play with? I need a string or something. Goodness gracious, this cat. Any other time I'd have 50,000 strings, and I don't have a single one. Ooh, there's a little something. Oh. All right, here, look. Show me. Ow! She got my. Whoop. Okay, go over there. This is Mill Hill kit. Allegheny Santa. This is my first Mill Hill. And I have everything done except for his boots before I start the beading. So I just have to stitch his boots and then I can start the beading. I've never done the beading before, but the instructions are really good and I'm excited. And I think on my last floss tip I had talked about I had lost the beads. Well, I found the beads. They were under my couch cushion. So my husband, he had found one of the 2 packs and stuck it with the project bag. And I said, where did you find those beads? And he said, on the love seat. And I was like, I bet they're under the cushion. I bet they went down in the middle of the cushion. She's still trying to eat a project bag. Ooh, I know. You want a button? This is the button thing I can't get the lid off of from the Sew Sampler box. Goodness gracious. If there was like a button apocalypse, I wouldn't get to my buttons. Here you go. You can slide those around the table. Here. It's like having a toddler. Nope, she still wants a project bag. Okay, so I showed this. Every time I lift the bag up, she attacks it. Let me see if she'll do it on camera. There you go. She wants that bag. This was a freebie. From Hello from Liz Matthews. This was in her newsletter. And I love this. I love this so much. I think this is going to be my StitchCon Small. I mean, I am in love. I am stitching this on, okay. Get something with a background so you can see it. This is better than nothing. Alright, this is on 27 count Sleet Linda. No! Y'all, there's totally cat claws, but she did not get the stitching. She got it down here. All the blood is rushed to my head. Like, my heart's going like this. This is Sleet. It's a blue. I hope it's showing up because it's so pretty. And these are like quilt blocks. I mean, I love it so much. Let's see, did I? Yeah. I have a couple more of these to fill in with the green. And then I can start on the middle, which is the house and the trees. So, I love this. I really think this would be a good StitchCon Small. But I love it so much, I may stitch it twice. One for me and one for the Smalls Exchange. Okay, so now I'm moving on to quilting whips. Candace K and I are doing a quilt along based on this book, which is Among the Stars Again. This is a block of the month program with Fat Quarter Shop. So we both bought the book, and Candace had the idea to do, instead of one block a week, to do one block a week instead of one block a month, so that we can actually get these quilts done. And then both of us, why, Candace? Why did we do this? We both decided to do 2 quilts. Why? Why did we do that? Now we're locked in to doing, it's actually 4 blocks a week now. Because each block of the week is 2 blocks. So for instance, the first week, here are the 2 quilts. These are the versions you can get through Fat Quarter Shop. This is Christmas Morning. Candace is doing one of hers in this print. And this is the Harvest version. I think it's fig tree fabric. So for instance, week 1, I can show this because it's just the, you do, these are 2 different versions. So like, let me just show it like that. Okay. So that's month 1 for Fat Quarter Shop, week 1 for us. So each block is the same block but inverse colors. And so the 2 colorways I've decided to do, the first one is I'm calling my I'm a grown up, I'm a responsible woman, something like that. I need to name it. It is my folktale. So this is week 1 for us, or month 1, however you want to say it. So these are my first 2 blocks for that, out of folktale. And this is my second block. And these are the 2 inverses for our second week. Whoop. So hopefully you can see those. I love, 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 love this fabric line so much. So these are my first 4 blocks. Now my second version, I'm calling my Girls Just Want to Have Fun version. And you'll see why. This is week 1. This is Tula Pink. So my background is, it's like sprinkles. It's a charcoal with multicolored sprinkles of the Tula Pink solids. And then my print fabric is actually the, you know, not print, but what would be print on folktale is solids, Tula Pink solids. So these are the 2 side by side. So these are the 2 blocks. And if you've been watching for a while, you may remember. If not, I'll show you. I did something similar. I can't show you the whole thing, but I did something similar with this quilt top where I used Tula Pink. This is the blue version of that fabric. And then I used a Tula Pink rainbow print as my background on that one too. So it will match this one, which I still need the quilt. This is a Pat Sloan quilt. So I have a huge stash of that fabric. So I have a lot to pick from. And then this is week 2. And then I think what I'm going to do for the Tula Pink version, or my Girls Just Want to Have Fun version. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm getting a delivery. Let me pause it. Okay, so the mail lady had to do a drop-off pickup. So on this is the Christmas Morning version. Now, when I do the Tula Pink, I think there's 6 small squares like this. I think I'm going to do these in just one color. So it'll be just the background, and I'll choose one color to kind of break up all of the different bright colors that will be through here. So I'll see how that looks. But I'm glad Candace had that idea, because this, I would not have gotten this done. I need people to hold me accountable to get things done. If not, I probably would have given up. Oh, and let me show you this mistake. Alright, so here's the first one. This one looks pretty good. See my 4 corners? That looks pretty good. Now look at this. What in the world? I'm not taking it out. I'm not redoing it. So, I don't know what I did. All of these were cut together, pieced together. I don't know. I'm not fixing it. I'm not redoing that block. It's a lot of work. That took a lot of time. So, okay. So, that's my quilting whips. Now I have Stitchy Kindness. And my Stitchy Kindness this week is just craziness. Okay. So, first, I have a thank you card from Ellen. So pretty. Look at that. I love butterflies. Love butterflies. I know a lot of people do, but I just do. I love butterflies. Thank you, Ellen, for that sweet card. And I also have Stitchy Kindness from Ellen from Buy Me a Coffee. She used the Buy Me a Coffee link. So thank you so much, Ellen. I really appreciate that. And then I also received this cute package in the mail. And this card. And this is from Janet. And she sent me a pattern for my wish list that I showed. The Blue Flower Winter Blooms. Look how beautiful that is. And that blue fabric that I use, I mean, this is on a gray, but I think this would look really good on that blue Be Stitch Me Sleet that I had. I'm not sure if I got to say that because of Stormy. The Hello from Liz Matthews small is on Sleet by Be Stitch Me. And I think that will look really pretty on there. And the snowflakes will really pop. So let me show that again. That's a brand new release. Janet, I don't even know how you got this to me that fast. That's a brand new release. She just released that. And then she also included this pattern. This is the Hands-On Design block party for the 31st. And I actually do have this pattern. So, and I know Janet will not mind this because Janet is all about sharing the love. I'm going to not give it away right now, but later when people are doing their Halloween stitching, I'm going to give this away. So thank you so much, Janet. If y'all don't, I know y'all probably watch Janet because you probably came to my channel from Janet. Because Janet gave me a shout out when I was first starting. And that was so encouraging to me. And she does that for a lot of Flosstubers. And I so appreciate it. But also, Janet is so positive and so giving of her love. I mean, she's wonderful. She's really, I mean, she has really helped. She's helped a lot of people that she doesn't even realize she's helped. So, you know. And then, I received this cute package in the mail. I'm going to show this side with no addresses. This is from Stitch Toolbox. And I was like, did I order something from Stitch Toolbox? No, I didn't. It was a gift. Let me pull it out. This is from Teresa. And it had this sweet note. And then I'm going to take them out of the packages. These adorable. I've had to, like, seriously just pretend like I don't have this because I wanted to take them out of packages and use them. But I was waiting for my floss tube. Look at this reindeer. I hope you can see that. Sometimes it will look like it's dark when I'm filming, but when I edit the video, it's not. So if y'all think I'm crazy because I say it's dark and the lighting's bad, that's why. It's called having a cheap cell phone. One day I'm going to upgrade. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. Look at him. He's so cute. And then, Be Still My Heart. Be Still My Beating Heart. Let me get this open. Look at this. Kitty cat. There we go. And y'all, there's this orange cat at my mom's. I am trying to get that cat for her. I know she wants the cat. And she keeps saying, I don't need another cat. But she wants that cat. And it's a stray. And it's the cutest orange cat. And we haven't been able to get it yet. So, yeah. It's a stray at her apartment building. She said she thinks maybe somebody is feeding them and that's why they're hanging around. But it keeps coming to her door. It comes to her door and it looks in like Tiny Tim. Like, please give me a home. Be my mommy. And then she goes to the door and it goes. Phew. So it's interested. It's interested in her home or in her apartment. But thank you so much, Teresa. And I really have been needing needle minders. I don't have very many. And I wasn't buying them because I stitch in hand, but I'm starting to use hoops on more projects, and also I use them for my needles. I separate the size of my needles on my stand. And some of my older ones have like broken stuff. So these were much needed, thank you. And they're so cute. And the last thing is, okay. Stormy found a cardboard box. Okay, so I signed up for an Ornament Exchange, Smiles Exchange with Stacie C Stitches. She organized it. It was open to anybody. If you watched her Flosstube, she told you she was doing it and everything. It wasn't like a secret. It wasn't exclusive. She had it for anybody who wanted to participate, and I signed up for it. And so I'm stitching something for someone, and someone stitched something for me. And it's all secret. So I get this box in the mail, and I knew it was from the exchange because she used elfster.com, and they sent me the tracking number. So, and it was from Canada, so it had a very unique tracking number, and I knew that that was my exchange item. But it came in this big box. There's no return name. I don't know who it's from. I only know they're Canadian or they live in Canada. And I can't read the signature for the customs form, but it says in 2 places, open December 1st, open December 1st. Y'all, how am I not, listen, how am I not, I am dying. I am the worst. Let me tell you what I used to do when I was growing up. As soon as I got old enough, I would say it was probably close to Parker's age, probably about 12. He's 11. I started opening my presents. My mom would wrap them, put them under the tree. It was the age when the guy in the red suit started leaving the presents out early because I knew my mom was helping him. So she would wrap our presents and put them under the tree. I would unwrap them. I would take my finger and just slowly go under the tape, and I would peel the paper up until I could see what was on the box. So I could see if it was a Barbie, a pair of shoes. I mean, whatever it was, I could see what it was. And then I would take it gently down, and I would run my finger, and I would press the tape back down, and my mom never knew. I ruined every Christmas for myself. I was never surprised. So then, when I got a little bit older, my mom would buy the stuff. She would buy whatever my present was. And my mom kept her receipts for everything in her checkbook. This is when the checkbooks were a lot bigger. And they were like this tall. And I would go while she was napping or something, and I would take the receipts and I would see what she bought me. And let me tell you what a brat I was. To this day, I can't get over this. I was just so awful. My mom was the kind of person that if you asked for something one time, like even if it's just in passing, she would be like, oh, that's what they want. So I asked for a sewing machine because this was after I had cross-stitched and stuff. Well, I didn't really want a sewing machine. I really wanted probably a pair of rollerblades or something like that, or a CD player or something like that. I was 16 or 17. Well, probably about 16. Well, she bought me a sewing machine, like at Walmart or something. And I was so upset when I saw that receipt and I saw a sewing machine. It was like $79 or whatever they were. I was so upset that that was my present. I was such a brat. I was like, I didn't want a sewing machine. I mean, I like totally ruined my own Christmas. And now, look at me. I'm 41 years old. If she bought me a sewing machine, it would be like the most special, greatest gift ever. I was such an ungrateful little brat. So anyway, yeah, I ruined every Christmas. And my son is the same way. If he knows he has something, you cannot keep him out of it. So nothing goes out. Nothing goes out. He will open it. So, and my husband, my mother-in-law, my mom, everybody tells everybody what they got him. Nobody gets surprised. I have to like tell my husband, well, actually, a lot of years we don't get each other anything. we wait because you have Valentine's Day, we have our wedding anniversary, then his birthday, then my birthday. So generally, we don't even really get each other presents most of the time. Sometimes we'll get something small. But I'm like, don't tell me, because he will tell me. He gets so excited, and my mother-in-law is the same way. If she buys us something, she cannot keep it secret. I have been married to him for, let's see, since 2011. Not one time have I been surprised. We're awful. We're awful. And my mom is usually like, I handle her finances. So, like, she'll order something and I'll be like, I mean, I know she paid for something, but I don't ask her what it is. But then she'll say, well, I got you this. I'm like, I'm surprised. So, anyway, the point of my story is, this is like the biggest surprise I've probably had in a long time. And I can't open it. I'm being good. I'm being good. I'm not opening it. So, if you watch my Flosstube, thank you for this surprise. Whoever you are. It's very exciting. So, I have a freebie. It is in the Lindy Stitches newsletter. I'm going to pop up a picture. She sent it out, I believe, this morning or late last night. It is a full-size chart. It is a, what they call Clydesdale horse, I believe. And it's really beautiful, especially if you love horses. So I'm going to pop that up. If you aren't already signed up to Lindy Stitches newsletter, go ahead and sign up. I'm pretty sure you'll get that chart. And so that's a great freebie. And also, if you have found any freebies lately that you want to share, can you put them in the comments? Maybe just a designer name. I mean, we can all pretty much figure out if it's a freebie. You go to their blog, Instagram, Facebook. If you can just put in the comments any freebies that you have found, that would be awesome. And if there's more, I'll just do a freebie section next Flosstube to share all those with everybody. So I appreciate that. Okay, so I have two things for wish list. The first thing, following on that Lindy Stitches, is the new Lindy Stitches pattern. And now I cannot remember what it's called. I'll have to put it on the screen. She released 2 Christmas patterns. It's a set in one. And one is Angel singing Gloria. And that's the one that I was just like blown away by. I love that one. And the diverse skin tones, the beautiful dresses, the sentiment, it's just gorgeous. And the other one is pretty too. It's a manger scene and it is so pretty. I love those. I will be getting those, but I know right now I'm not going to get them stitched in time for Christmas. So that's just going to be something that I want to kit up and work on in 2022. But I was just blown away. It was one of those things where it was like, okay, that's at the top of the list. That's not just, oh, I like it, but that's top of the list. The next one is a really great pattern. If you watch Just Keep Stitching, you have already seen this. It is the Twin Peak Primitives ornament book, 2021 ornament book. And it is on sale. It's been on sale this past week. I don't know how long it is on sale. I don't know if it stops on Sunday or if they're doing a 2-week sale again with payment step, but it's 20% off. These, I've never stitched Twin Peak Primitives. I have never really seen a pattern that I felt like was the right pattern for me. I love their patterns, but it just wasn't anything I was going to stitch. But when I saw this, I just realized my other hoodie string is up in my hoodie. It's Uno string. Sorry. What's the thing people say? Squirrel. So when they showed this, the ones they showed, I was like, wow, those are pretty. So I went to the Twin Peak Primitives Etsy page, and I could not believe how pretty these ornaments are. The ones I'm going to show you, I know I saved the fox. Y'all, that's the cutest dang fox ever. The next one that was immediately, I was like, I have to stitch that, because I have friends that I make ornaments for every year. And I knew that was a perfect ornament for them. It's a deer with a winter scene inside the deer. Oh, there's another one like that with a snowman. It's a snowman with it's either a winter farm scene or something like that, and the snowman. These ornaments are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Like, it would be something that I could stitch like through the whole year 2022 or split it up between 2 years. I mean, they are beautiful. They would make the most beautiful gifts. Yeah, so now I haven't purchased it because really I've hit my budget, and even though it's 20% off, it's still not inexpensive. It was still about $26, $27, something like that. So I haven't purchased it yet, and but I do want to purchase it. It is very nice. So I hope you like those. Now I have haul, and I'm gonna get a drink. 52 minutes. This one's going longer than my recent videos. Okay, I'll try to keep this under an hour. I don't want to keep y'all forever. Okay, so I have a little bit of haul. The first haul is I purchased the pattern for the cross stitch clutch. You may have seen this on Stitching with the Housewives. I want to make one for myself. If it's something I feel like I can make well, I will make them for my Etsy shop. But I don't know. I want to make one for myself first because I definitely want one. And then I'll see how it goes. So, the cross stitch clutch. The next one is the hands-on design cookie exchange. This is just a printout for the cookie cutters. Cookie cutters. This is a printout for if you want to make your own floss tags, but is a PDF pattern. You have to purchase it, I believe, by the 28th of November. And you probably have already seen this all over social media, but Hands-On Design, Kathy Haberman, is doing a mystery stitch along, and she has different vendors that are selling special items for this. I just bought the pattern. I'm going to try to dye my own fabric for it. I don't know how that's going to go because I couldn't find the exact color that I needed, but I'm going to try. I needed neon. I have aquamarine. I needed aquamarine and neon yellow to make the Tiffany blue. And I got this from the Rit dye website. But they did not have neon yellow, so I got lemon yellow. So I don't know how that's going to affect the color. But I'm going to try to dye a scrap piece of fabric. You only need a piece of fabric about this big. I mean, I think it's like 9 by 9 is what they're selling. So we'll see. And, yeah, the only thing is I need to cut these out and maybe laminate them or something to make them thicker. So I believe that was $10 on the website. And to go with that, I did buy the little cookie cutter things from Hobby Lobby. What are they called? They're called buttons. But they're not buttons. They're just little doodads. So I hope I can figure out how to finish it with some of these. But man, these are so stinking cute. I just wanted them. I've been looking for a reason to buy them, and I really didn't have a reason, and now I did. And then I bought these little wreaths for Christmas finishes. All this was 50% off. Okay, so I pre-ordered the 2022 needlework, needle press, what's it called? The Book of Days. So I pre-ordered that, and then I ordered the Antiquarian's Bibliophilia sticker book. And for some reason I thought this was going to be like this big, and it's a lot smaller. I mean, there's still a ton of, ooh, I don't want that one. That was a thing that Tracy doesn't like, a creature. Move that page. I'm going to cut that one out. I don't want that. I mean, seriously, look at these stickers. They are gorgeous. But I need some more stickers, y'all. I gotta get some more. I was kind of looking on Amazon. There was one in here I love so much. There's some Oz stickers. Each letter has like, some of them have like popular books. Where is that one? Oh my goodness. They're so gorgeous. And then some of them are stickers that I probably wouldn't use, but I can immediately think of someone who would love it. So I really want to mail some of these out to people who I know would enjoy them, because I'm not in the business of keeping stuff that just to be keeping it. Ooh, look at this color wheel. Oh, that's cool. I love that. I didn't. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my god, it's cats having school. Look at that. I can't even. They're looking at a map. I cannot even. Of course, I can't find the one sticker I want to show y'all. I meant to mark it. Okay, here's a cat teaching a mouse. See that? Here's a quote from Dracula. Tracy, would you like that one? Listen to them, the children of the night, what music they make. From Dracula. Tracy, if you like that one, let me know. I wanted to show y'all this one so badly. I should have marked the page. I'm sorry. I hope you're not mad at me screaming at the phone. Just move on. We get it. The stickers are cute. Alright. So, my last piece of haul is my Fabric of the Month from Grace Note Stitchers. And they had this wrapped beautifully. I tore into the wrapping. I just did. Let me tell you what. Okay. So first let me show you. This was a special order for the, it's called Joy to the World. And this is 14 count Aida. This is for the Story Stitches Classic Christmas Stitch Along. So this is a special order now. This is a huge piece. I'm going to try to stitch those individually. So this is great. I have plenty of fabric. It's really pretty. And this blue will look really good behind the red, white, and green. It'll look really pretty. And this is the Fabric of the Month. I died when I opened this. It's called Blueberry Milkshake. It's perfect. This is 28 count Lugana. I mean, seriously. The color is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I hope you can see it well. It's so soft. I love it so much. It is just wonderful. If you don't already know, go to the Grace Notes Fabrics Facebook page. Join their page. You can see their fabrics there. They have a video on YouTube explains how their fabric, because they have the monthly fabric club and they also have fabric you can order. And they dye it to order. So they have different colors they have already created and all that. They have tons of different counts, types, all that. And it's a wonderful Facebook group. Very, very fun, very supportive. I don't like to get on Facebook very much, but when I do get on Facebook, that's the first group I go to. I go to that one, Stitching with the Housewives, South Carolina Stitchers, sometimes Kimberly Stitch Squad. By the time I click those, I'm usually done with Facebook. Not that it's anything about those groups. I just try to stay on Facebook. Because it gives me anxiety. So yeah, I love it so much. I love it so much, y'all. Blueberry Milkshake. And I can't wait for next month. I can't wait to see what they do. And the color, they have a color club and a neutral. This is the neutral. I tend to stitch on neutrals. but they did a yellow. I don't know if the yellow was for the color or the neutral, but it was the most gorgeous yellow. And I think it was an Italian name, so I can't pronounce it. But, oh, it was so pretty. So, thank you, ladies, if you're watching. I so appreciate it. I don't have a giveaway this week. I do owe 3 giveaways. If you're waiting for a giveaway from me, I have not forgotten you. I have just been slacking big time. I have been consumed with everything going on with Parker and transitioning him to public school. And I got to get my butt in gear. So, I do apologize. I hope maybe to get those packaged up today and maybe get a package pickup for tomorrow. So, I haven't forgotten about you. It's coming. And I'm just not going to do giveaways over Christmas. Because I'm already behind. And then USPS has raised shipping prices. And combine that with having an 11-year-old to take care of Christmas for. I'm just not going to do giveaways. I will pick that back up in January. I hope you guys understand. And also, something I haven't talked about is my channel. I did monetize my channel. However, you should not be seeing ads, because what I did is I monetized so that I have control of the ads. So I monetize, and then when I go in to each video, I can click, like I can take the ads off. So that way, hopefully you're not seeing ads. Now, there is a default ad that is just like on the YouTube page. It's just like it's called a display ad. So it's just like a typical ad you would see on a web page, but it should not be a video ad. So if you're seeing any video ads, it is not something that I put on there. Now, when I first did it, I could have messed up, because you have to do on each individual video. I could have messed up and clicked the wrong thing and there could be an ad. But on my newer videos, I'm trying to go into each one and take off any ads other than the default little ad picture. And by doing that, I can control the ads. Because what was happening is, by not being monetized, YouTube can put ads however they want. And they were putting ads on some videos, like, randomly. So I don't know how they decide that. I mean, like, I don't know. And now I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see ads anymore anyway. So if somebody has ads, I don't see them. So I pay for YouTube Premium that way, because I watch so much YouTube and Parker watches so much YouTube. Parker does not get ads. So that's why I pay for that subscription every month. So now I don't even see the ads. So I wouldn't even know, because it's a family plan, so all 3 of us are on it. I'd have to go like somebody else's YouTube account and look. And the monetization, I think I monetized a few months ago, and the balance of my account is $2 or something like that. And so it's not making any money. It's just a way for me to have more control over my channel. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, you can ask it. But yeah, if you see a video ad, I did not put it there. There was one old video of mine that has ads on it, and that is the homemade laundry detergent video. And I left the ads on that because it's not related to stitching, and it had like a bunch of views, and I was like, well, I'll leave the ads on that. But like I said, it's not really making a difference. So I just wanted to have more control over what was shown on my channel, because y'all have been so generous with Stitchy Kindness, Buy Me Coffee, all that. The revenue from monetization is like insane. It's like nothing. And even I think you have to get your balance up to like $100 before they even make a deposit. So at this rate, I'll get a deposit in like the year 2026 or something. So, and when I do, I'll just go back to giveaways. Alright, I think that's all I have. That's all I have to show. And I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I hope to be able to film on my regular schedule next week, which will be like Black Friday, maybe Saturday. And I just, you know, that's all. So I can't think of anything else. I will see you guys on my next Stitch With Me. If you don't watch my Stitch With Me's, check it out. See if you like it. I know some people don't watch just because of time. They can't get to their regular floss tube, so Stitch With Me is just, you know, it's not a priority. But if you have the time, come check it out. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it. And happy Thanksgiving to my American viewers. Bye.